Hello Internetians, my name is Josh, aka Ultra Player, welcoming you to the MLP, not Season 4, that's PML. MLP Week 10, your New York Metagross have returned after 3 consecutive forfeits, which drives me nuts. We had 2 teams leave the league without notice, and then Zach forfeited against us because he didn't have time to actually battle. But here we are against the Utah Staraptors. Now, this battle is going to be a little bit different because I've had major audio and video problems with OBS for the past couple videos, including the video that is going up on Thursday, which is my team builder versus Callus in the PML. Now, they've been fixed. The team builder is lagged, but I do have some software trying to fix that. I don't want to fix 2 videos at once. It's already so much of a headache. So I'm just going to be doing this battle post-com. The battle against Callus is recorded and will be up Friday and is not lagged. Not messed up, I think. I mean, I found the solution. Thank you to Skylar. Hope I found the solution. But anyway, that's not important. This is going up about an hour and a half before it's actually... This is being recorded about an hour and a half before it's actually going up. So, yay, fourth wall. So, let's go over what is going on. Shit. We are facing off against the Utah Staraptors and Coach Shiny Hunter in Week 10 of the MLP. We are going to go over my team first, if I can find his team, Staraptors. His team consists of Victini, very, very good wall breaker. I've used it in the MLP, and it does not have a counter. Or in the PML Season 2. It does not have counters at all. Like, no matter what you think is a counter, can be beaten by Victini some way, somehow. Very hard to switch into. Banded V Create is a very scary thing to try and take on, even if with some of the mons that I have on my team. Rotom Wash is typically a defensive pivot, only weakness to grass, and Mold Breaker Earthquake. Just a very bulky mon, usually just carries Hydro Pump, Volt Switch, Will-O-Wisp, Pain Split, Thunder Wave, very standard, not much versatility. Sigilyph typically carries 2 kinds of sets. It's like a Life Orb or a Focus Sash offensive attacker, or it sets up Calm Minds or Cosmic Powers and stuff like Flame Orb and Psycho Shift and stuff, very annoying. Kind of slow. Not too worried about it just because I have ways to handle it. I can't really touch some of my mons. We have Gligar, which is a usually physically defensive mon, carries Eviolite, 4 times weakness to Ice, but typically, but can still take on Mega Lopunny rather well because Ice Punch is going to do about half, a little over half. Or Jolly like Ice Punch. I don't think it's 2 KO. It might be. I didn't count Jolly. But probably is going to be his only really way to switch into stuff like Return and High Jump Kick from my Mega Lopunny. Typically carries U-Turn, Knockoff, Earthquake, Roost, Defog, Stealth Rocks, etc., etc. They're just a very standard physically defensive mon. Magmortar is a very strong special attacking fire type. Very dangerous, very hard for me to take on with my team. You'll see that when I built my... You can see on the screen right now that when I started building my team, I started with defensively because I had to. Very strong wall breaker, gets coverage like Thunderbolt, Psychic, Earthquake, and the likes. Drifblim is typically a setup sweeper with Unburdened to boost its speed. It has great HP, kind of weak, very well handled by my Mandibuzz. Mega Aggron, physically defensive monster. 230 base defense to where you don't even need to invest in it to wall lots of stuff. Typically invest a lot into Spadef, very slow, sets up Stealth Rock, has T-Wave, EQ, Heavy Slam, Avalanche, Fire Punch, Toxic. Just a big fat mon that just sits there. Umbreon, I know Umbreon very well. I use it in the MLP, and I just love it so much. Very bulky mon. Physically and specially has stuff like Foul Play, can knock off, can Wish Protect, has Baton Pass to pass wishes off, can Heal Bell, isn't very strong, but it can set up curses, which is very dangerous. Terrakion. Tucson, Mr. Tucson himself. Terrakion is his fastest mon. It is a very strong physical attacker with close combat, stab, close combat, and stone edge, which are both very good offensive typings in the game and against my team. Something that's hard for me to switch into, but I do have ways to handle it. Gets access to Stealth Rock, can be a Stealth Rock Focus Shast lead. God, I'm tired. It can set up Swords Dance, it can set up Rock Polishes, has access to Earthquake, Exeter, etc. Electivire. He has both Magma Mortar and Electivire. Go figure. Typically a physical mon, but can run special. Has great coverage from the physical side, including Ice Punch, Cross Chop, Earthquake. I think it gets Stone Rock Slide, maybe Fire Punch. Has access to Volt Switch and decent speed. And then Medicham, a very good physical wall breaker. I have used Mega Medicham in the past, and it is impossible to switch into. Literally, really, really hard to switch into unless you have an insanely bulky Psychic type. Anyway, gets coverage like Ice Punch, Thunder Punch, Bullet Punch for priority, gets Fake Out, Send Headbutt, High Jump Kick Stab. Anyway, that's his team. Let's get into what my team is. So, first thing I said, I needed something that can switch into a Banded V-Create, and the only thing I have is Alamomola. Wait, that's not... Oh, it's Shay. It's supposed to be hashtag Team Shay. Team Shay. Team not Jake. But anyway. That was perfect. This is my switch into Banded V-Create. I also have the Wakanda so I can take a hit afterwards. If he's physical Victini, this is a very good stop to it. Waterfall is a 2-hit KO after rocks. Knockoff will get rid of that band and make it a lot easier to switch into, and Wish Protect keeps me healthy. Knockoff also gets rid of items across his team, such as Gligar, getting rid of that Eviolite, such as Medicham, getting rid of its offensive item. Getting rid of Magmortar's Life Orb would be really nice. Getting rid of Sigilif's item would be very nice. Waterfall does a lot of damage to Terrakion. Waterfall will 2-hit KO the Magmortar no matter what. Unless he's like max HP and stuff. Knockoff is very good, just because it helps really, without some of their items, those mons become a lot less threatening. 8 speed just to outspeed stuff, and 16 EVs just to hit those benchmarks against Victini and Magmortar. So there's that. So I needed another switch into Banded V-Create, because one is not enough. Uxie can take a Banded V-Create, and with the speed, can outspeed a -1 Victini, as well as outspeed a Cosmic Power Sigilif, which I was kind of scared of. Sorry about that, that's my friend. Thunderwave, U-Turn, Foul Play, Stealth Rock. I really wanted to slow down his team just so stuff like Mega Lopunny could come in and kill everything. Heliolisk could come in and everything. And Rocketeer could come in and handle everything. Yeah, Victini, just so scary, I had to bring a lot of things. Foul Play will blow Victini away. U-Turn keeps me giving me momentum, and this is my reliable Stealth Rock setter. Thunderwave is just really nice against his team. Leftovers to keep healthy. So I needed to check the special Victini. I needed something that could kind of switch into Magmortar. I needed something that could handle Sigilif for the most part, and that was my Mandibuzz. Foul Play again because his physical attackers really scare me. I know this Mandibuzz baits in the Terrakion, but that's why I have U-Turn. Knockoff to get rid of items, and Foul Play, I have explained both of them. They do a lot of work against this team. Dark Stab is just very good against him. Especially defensive, I do have enough speed to make sure I can outspeed a -1 V-Create, or -1 Banded V-Create, so I can come in and click Foul Play and destroy it. Especially defensive, because this also handles special Victini to a point. Again, Foul Play, do a lot of damage. Revenge. That was my mindset behind this. Uxie also is my switch into Medicham, by the way. I don't get 2 KO'd, except after rocks and a little bit of chip damage, and that's by a Banded Adamant Banded Adamant High Jump Kick, maybe. Anyway, back to this. So, I want as much speed def as possible to take on potentially defensive hits as much. This handles special Drifblim. If he's Acro, then I have Heliolisk. No matter what, Heliolisk is a very good answer to it. Anyway, Mega Lopunny. You'll notice that I'm only onto my 4th mon and I already have 2 U-turners. This whole team was built around Volt Turn into Lopunny because his only switch-in doesn't really like Lopunny. If it loses to Violite, it's gone. It cannot take an Ice Punch. So, because Mega Lopunny forces so much switching against his team, I brought Substitute, Return, Ice Punch, and Drain Punch. I am was very excited to use this set. Drain Punch keeps me healthy while I sacrifice my HP for Substitute. Return is a great stab against his team, and Ice Punch hits the Gligar. There's not much explaining needed there. I have enough speed to outspeed as fast as Mon, which is the choice. Which is a Terrakion. I can run Adamant and just blow things away, and then the rest in bulk. I can sub up against so much on his team, and it helps me out a lot. And that sub also helps me lets me scout some things in case I think he's like choice banded something. If he thinks he can take a hit, I can figure out what he's choice banded into. If I think he's choice banded Medicham and I can't kill it with Return for whatever reason, I can scout what move he's going to go for, and then act accordingly, even though I'll probably just go straight into Uxie. Anyway, sub is mainly there to get a sub up and just barrel through his team. So we need more Volt Turn. Why not go with Heliolisk? Heliolisk destroys his team. I have Max Speed to make sure I outspeed the Terrakion. I have Hyper Voice because it's a good stab against him. Volt Switch for initiative. Surf hits Gligar. Surf hits Terrakion. Surf hits Magmortar. Surf hits Victini. Water Stab is so good against him. And right there when I typed in Surf and I looked at his team, I realized how good Water was against him. Focus Blast hits the Mega Aggron and the Umbreon harder. This is just Expert Belt lets me bluff an item while at the same time giving me an extra boost against a lot of his team. Alright, so there's that. Volt Turn into Mega Lopunny kills something. Heliolisk just still destroys the team and puts a lot of pressure on him. And Dry Skin lets me switch into the Rotom Wash very reliably. And then, like I said Surf was so good against him just because Water is so good against him. So we have to bring Frogadier. Frogadier comes with max speed to speed type with a max speed Sigilyph, Hydro Pump, Hidden Power Grass, Taunt, and U-Turn. I do realize I should have put 0 IVs here. I just realized that now. I should have put 0 IVs there so I could easily, or more reliably take on Umbreon and take foul plays, but whatever. Pump, Hydro Pump, Life Aura, Protean, Frogadier, blows him away. He does not have a safe switch in, except for the Rotom Wash, which does not want to take a Hydro Pump into an HP Grass because it will kill unless he's Rindo Berry or Max Special Defense. Taunt will shut down his other good switch into a Hydro Pump, which is Umbreon, and lets me stop it from wishing and just continue to barrel through it. U-Turn, because I didn't need another move. The only other move I could possibly put on here were possibly needed was Toxic Spikes. And I didn't need it. So I put U-Turn. 4 U-Turners into Mega Lopunny. It's going to be freaking epic. Let's get into the battle now. So, as you can see, let me pull up this, so I know exactly what happened, because this is not my first time recording this, by the way. I recorded this post-com once already, so I am sick of that team. But as you can see on your screen, he brings the Victini, he brings Rotom Wash, Gligar, Medicham, Mega Aggron, and Umbreon. As I was looking at this team, there was a couple things. I was like, I want to lead up with this, I want to lead up with that. But no matter what, my safest lead, because it could take a hit from anything, U-Turn out, Stealth Rocks, whatever, was Uxie. Like I said, if he leads Victini, I can foul play it and do damage. If he leads stuff like Mega Aggron, I can put up my rocks. If he leads Medicham, I can put up my rocks. If he leads Gligar, I can put up my rocks. If he leads Rotom, I can U-Turn out so I don't take a burn. So that was my mindset. So we are going to lead Uxie, as he is going to lead his Medicham. Like I said, if he leads Medicham, I can just put up my Stealth Rocks, and that's what I do. He goes for Thunder Punch, and that damage tells me that he is not Banded or Life Orb or anything. He's going to switch out, and I go for Thunder Wave in case he stays in. I can paralyze it and make it easier. If he switches up to Victini, which is very possible, I can Thunder Wave that too, as he does. This turn, I'm going to go for U-Turn, because if he switches out, I gain initiative, and I do have him on that can take on Victini rather well in Alomomola. So, I'm going to U-Turn out. I'm going to go into my Alomomola. As you see, he does go for the U-Turn. He was super effective against Uxie, and it gives him an initiative. Great play. So, he's going to go into his Rotom Wash here, and I have the Wakam Berry. That damage with Victini tells me he's not Banded. That makes it a lot easier to handle, and I'm thinking he might be Scarfed. And at this point, I'm thinking he might be double Scarfed with Medicham and Victini, because they both didn't do Banded damage. So, I don't have any more water. My throat is drying. So I'm like, okay, I can take on a Volt Switch from this thing with no problem. I get like 30%, maybe a little bit more from this Volt Switch. And if I click knockoff, then I can get rid of this thing's leftovers. I can get rid of an item if something wants to come in. So that's exactly what happens. He's going to Volt Switch. I'm going to go for the knockoff. And he brings in his Mega Aggron. What if I scalded? No. If I had Scald there, it would have been amazing. So he's going to go for, he's going to stay and go for a Toxic just to wear down my Alomomola because it's a huge issue for him. I'm going to go for Wish to stay healthy. So at this turn, here's my mindset. He is more than likely not carrying Superpower. He is more than likely carrying Toxic, Stealth Rocks, Heavy Slam, and other move. Unless he's Superpower or some fighting move, he cannot OHKO my Mega Lopunny. So, I'm debating, like, I got the Wish up, I can take any hit, and I can go to my Mega Lopunny, and I can get all the damage back. He's probably going for Rocks anyway. It's a safe play, and it gets me a lot of offensive initiative, or a lot of offensive presence. So, you can see that I am going to go into my Mega Lopunny. I also get the Regenerator back with Alomomola, so I'm still healthy. He goes for his Rocks, and now my Mega Lopunny is in, and I'm just going to click Substitute. He goes down to his Rotom Wash, as I click Sub, and I'm like, I can just Drain Punch and get my health back so I can put more subs up later, because now that Stealth Rock's up, I'm going to be worn down. So I go for Drain Punch, it does 45. I'm like, hell yeah, you know what that means? Return to 2AK, return kills it from that range. I'm going to go for the return, I'm going to get a crit, it does not matter. He's going to drop. Mega Lopunny gets a kill. He goes to the Medicham, and I'm like, okay, he's definitely Scarfed. Go out to Uxie, no matter what. He goes for the Zen Headbutt, and he's going to miss. Sorry. Didn't really matter, would have done like 18%. So, I'm going to go for the U-turn here. As he goes out into his Gligar. And I'm going to go into my Frogadier. And here's why I kind of wanted to fix the battle. I really wanted to fix the battle. So I could show you my reaction when this happens. He's going to switch out to his Mega Aggron. I'm going to go for Hydro Pump. And it is going to do 70% to the Mega Aggron. I was freaking out. I was so happy. That did so much damage to one of the bulkiest ass mons in the game. I was flipping out. I calc it, that shows me that he is either offensive or physically defensive because the only way they would do 70 if his investment is only max HP. So I calc HP Grass kills from this range, I go for it, goodbye. So now he's going to go into his Medicham, which is Choice Scarf and outspeed me. I'm going to just do the safe play and go into Uxie again. He's going to go for Ice Punch and he's going to do that. I'm like, of course! Could have had the 6-0. Whatever. So I'm going to go to my Alomomola because he's locked in Ice Punch, and I can take that on really easily. He's going to go into Gligar, and that's perfect for me. I'm like, knock off now. Now he's going to go into Mega Aggron and take the knock off. He's going to knock off his own, and that doesn't matter because I don't have an item anymore. I'm going to get rid of his Eviolite. He is now in range of Ice Punch from Mega Lopunny. I am going to go for the Wish here. And just like before, I can take anything from this Umbreon. Gonna go straight into Mega Lopunny. Get my Regenerator back. And here we are again. He's gonna go for Heal Bell here to get rid of the paralysis on his Victini because that really helps him out in late game. Good play on his part. I'm gonna go for Substitute. Again. He's gonna go into his Gligar. Boom. Cannot take an Ice Punch. Mega Lopunny's about to get another kill. Kill number 2. Goodbye. So now, he has to go into something to break the sub so that Victini can come in and kill it. He goes into Medicham, he goes for Zen Headbutt. I go for turn and blow it away. Gone. 3 kills for Mega Lopunny. He goes into Victini. I sack off my Uxie because it literally can't do anything anymore. And I'm going to get thawed out because of V-Create. But now, here's what's really cool. Now he's going to be at -2 speed because he has to V-Create again. And that could have gone out to Frogadier and gotten the kill. But nah. Nah. We're going to end this the smart way. We are going to go out into my Mega Lopunny, and we are going to click return, and we're going to kill this Victini. So there's that. Now he's going to go into his Umbreon, and at this point, it's over. I'm going to go for the Drain Punch and kill it. And then I'm going to... Alright. And then I'm going to Drain Punch again, and that is going to be a good game. Lopunny. Mega Lopunny misses 3 games. Comes back, 5 kills. That is good game to Shiny Hunter and the Utah Staraptors. Next week... Anyone want to guess who we're facing? Anyone want to guess who we could possibly be facing? Yeah, we're facing him again. So there's that. Anyway, that's going to be a good game. Hope you guys enjoyed. We will see you next week. Goodbye.